Next question is from Jen Rose Hare. What are your thoughts on using a chiropractor for adjusting back issues?
If you go to a chiropractor and all they do is adjust you, they suck. Yeah. Don't go to them anymore. That's 100%.
You're just looking to get cracked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's the same to me as if you go to a trainer and all they do is work you out hard.
Mm-hmm.
If you go and you hire a personal trainer and your first 5 sessions look like this, you just getting your ass kicked and you coming back up, your trainer sucks.
Totally.
Chiropractor's the same way. If you go see your chiropractor and all he does is pop you, crack you, make you feel good for that moment, and you go and that's all of what you get from him, terrible chiropractor.
Right. Now, here's why, okay? If you do an adjustment on somebody and they feel better, but you don't correct the reason why they're out of alignment, I'm putting in quotes because that's the terminology, right? If you don't correct the reason why they're in pain in the first place, if you don't correct the root cause of why they're out of alignment, they're just going to go back to where they were before, and then they're going to have to come see you again. And so you see this pattern with some chiropractors where they'll sell these big packages of sessions, and you got to go see them every single week. I got to go see my chiropractor on every Monday, otherwise I start to feel bad. Here's what a good chiropractor looks like. They use adjustments judiciously, but they use a lot of exercise and correctional movements and mobility movements to correct the root cause of why you're hurting in the first place. Those are the ones you want to go see. But the adjusting people, and then even worse, I don't remember what they called it, but it was like this. In the chiropractor world, there's like these people that teach chiropractors how to make more money. Mm-hmm. And one of the strategies was to have lots of beds lined up in the same room, and you set people up in these beds, and you adjust this person, adjust that person, adjust. And so you see 6 or 7 people.
Like a factory line.
Yeah, and I don't remember what it was called, but there was a terminology for it. And it was just, I remember one time one of my clients went to one of these people.
The whack 'em and crack 'em
and
factory.
I saw it, and I'm like, oh, this is just an adjustment factory. And the dude's charging everybody here $100
I've been the
an hour.
one like that where it's like they break up the appointments like 8 minutes apart for the entire hour. So this person's getting in 8 people in every hour.
Well, you also have to place a little bit of guilt back on the consumer coming in, because the expectation for them is that they're going to feel good and be relieved in that instant moment, and then walk out and go about their day. But it just doesn't stop there. Like, you have to look for somebody that actually is going to give you a plan and get to the root of the issue and give you something of substance.
Well, this is why it's so deceiving. I mean, that was why it was so hard as a trainer to like explain this to clients that had chiropractors. Many times I get a client and they've had a chiropractor for 3 years and they love him or her.
But I feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
When they adjust,
because they go do it and it doesn't even matter. You can sit there and explain everything you just talked about right now. And it's like in one year out the other, because I feel better every time I do it. So, and the truth is, it's the adjusting part is not the bad part. It's just they need to complement that with exercises and stretches to go along with it. And honestly, this is my opinion, because maybe some chiropractors have different, but I like a chiropractor who doesn't even put you on a table and adjust you for the first few sessions. The first few sessions.
They're doing assessments.
Exactly. Just that's how I feel like a trainer is. If a trainer gets you and it's day one, he just met you and he's out kicking your ass on the floor right away, he's a fucking terrible trainer.
Yep.
Yeah. For me, the first at least 3 to 4 sessions is feeling my client out. Watching them move, watching them squat, watching them lift a leg, watching them get up off the ground, asking them questions, assessing their diet. Like, all these things factor in when I'm designing a program for them that's going to get them not only their results, but also serve them long term. A good chiropractor should do the same thing.
Yep.